St. Cloud 101 is a series of courses designed to help the citizens of St. Cloud better understand the city. This is the Metrobus Mobility Training Center. In this one-stop shop, you get to learn about symbols. You learn the differences between bus routes, how to board the bus. You learn how to pay for your transportation.
Recent incidents on the St. Cloud State University campus beg the questions: where do you run to for help, and how soon can you expect help? If you walked by the Atwood Marketplace earlier today at St. Cloud State University, you probably saw Kai Anderson being silent.
250 to 250. 250 to 250. Give me $100 and let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, $100.
This live and silent auction that held this Saturday was aimed towards raising money for families dealing with autism. With only one signature left to go, David changed his mind about filing for bankruptcy. After losing their wealth to the government, the Castellanos left Cuba.
They wanted to get more into the socialists where you spread everything out. He worked hard for what he had, and then one day they just said, this is not yours anymore.
They were granted political asylum in the United States, but that meant they lost their citizenship in Cuba.
Cubans come here under special political asylum, okay? So we had a green card right away. And when we were able to become citizens, we became citizens.
When we left, you're renouncing you're almost considered a traitor, like you're renouncing your citizenship, you're against the government.
The Castellanos have been very successful in the United States. Their father's legacy is a meat business in Sauk Rapids.
From a very tiny little store, and when we had money, we added a little bit more and a little bit more, and we bought another piece and added. And 7-8 years ago, we were relocated, a bridge came through, and we built this store here.
To this family, ties between Cuba and America could mean they get to visit Cuba again someday without restrictions.
Yeah, this was his dream, and he was very proud to be American. Very.
Belle and Jana, UTVS News.
Is to connect the local Rocori High School, Sauk Rapids High School, and Foley High School. These kids in these high schools, they Skype with a high school in Kenya, Naisula School. And for me, that is how you begin to create global knowledge. The fact that the reviewers of all these applications that they received were able to see the importance of all these intersecting factors that are important in promoting our humanity. I am very grateful.
Officer Barlow of the St. Cloud Police Department has been named exemplary amongst other things. Chief Blair Anderson of the St. Cloud Police Department described Barlow as a hard-working officer.
Everybody that she's worked with and for has been impressed, and that's the purpose of us bringing people in that way.
Anderson was not the only one with positive things to say about Barlow.
She has done extremely well through her training period, and then now that she's been done with that, of course, and out working on the road, she's serving our citizens the way we want all of our officers to do so, and that's just in an exemplary fashion.
In just about 2 years of serving with the St. Cloud Police Department, Barlow is quickly moving up.
Under my 2 years, I recently just got promoted to a field training officer, now able to give back to the police department in that way.
Beltha and Janga, UTVS.
People say that they're just words, but they're more than words.
If you walked by the Atwood Marketplace earlier today at St. Cloud State University, you probably saw Kai Anderson being silent.
When you're called these hateful things and when people, look down on you in this way, it's like you are suffocating, basically.
Kai is being silent to commemorate the Day of Silence, a day dedicated to LGBT+ members whose voices have been silenced. According to Mika, this happens every day and could affect anyone.
I know I was one of those people who I had to leave my school because of I was being harassed by individuals calling me a dyke, calling me just awful, awful words all the time. And sometimes it's not just words. Sometimes people are physically attacked and physically abused.
The LGBT community now faces another battle.
I mean, there's even a trans bill. There's a bill in the legislature right now to keep transgender people out of the bathrooms and the bathroom that they feel comfortable with, and that's not fair.
The Day of Silence is set aside to remind everyone that the fight for safety and freedom in this community is far from over.
This day is about that stuff. It's about making sure that people know that this stuff is going on. And just because gay marriage is legal doesn't mean that these things aren't still.
Belle and Janga, UTVS News.